Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Sigma Footy, the home of the unfiltered, biased but passionate football stream. So finally it's here, the moment we're all waiting for, the Euro 2021 actually. Okay, we were robbed last year waiting for this tournament, but due to all the pandemic issues, it's been delayed. But finally it's here, and what a time to have it. I mean, we Malaysians now are suffering with this 3.0 lockdown. So it couldn't have come in a bigger time. And I think many people are just waiting for this to come. We're all just put our mind at ease. So we will focus first on the group of that, Group F, which consists of the defending champions Portugal, France, who's the World Cup defending champions, and also Germany, all stacked up in one group.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting group. The second place in this group will probably face England. Okay, if England finish first in their group.
No way.
So it's quite interesting to see this draw. We're all looking forward to this. So we are joined by a Portugal fan, AC, Germany fan Anand, and France fan Kevin. So we'll start off with Portugal. Portugal is not a team that goes into tournaments as favorites, but they somehow get the results that when it actually matters, and it showed in the last tournament. They actually finished third in the group, right? You see, they finished third in the group, but somehow they still went on and win the cup, even though without Ronaldo.
Yep.
So we'll start with you, AC. How do you feel about your team's your form coming into this tournament and the strength in depth in the squad?
Okay. So hello everyone. So quick recap on the last Euro is that I know that nobody expected Portugal to win it, and I think that was sort of an advantage to Portugal as well because they had no pressure to defend or anything like that, right? They were not the favorites or anything. They had no pressure on them, and that allowed them to perform. And of course, in the final, they did it without Ronaldo, which is also a good thing because they sort of proved to the world that they can still win a match without Ronaldo, even though Ronaldo was the main player throughout the tournament. And if we look at the current Euro, it actually looks good for Portugal because comparing to the last Euro, I think they have way more squad depth. They got better players coming in at a lot of position. For example, like Robert Diaz coming in as the centre back. That's going to be a huge improvement in defense for Portugal. Bruno Fernandes coming in the midfield. And just generally, I feel like the entire squad is going to be better and a lot of backups as well. And I think another good thing about the squad this time around is that, like I said, I think they would learn to play without Ronaldo. So I think there wouldn't be a lot of reliance on Ronaldo this time around, even though he's still the main player. So touch wood, but let's just say he gets injured or something. I think that that is not the end for Portugal. I think they'll still be able to execute the plan and do it. Are they the favorites to win it? I don't know, but I know that they should do well with the squad that they have this time around.
Yeah, looking at squad depth, I mean, from an outside point of view, right? Only France has a most stacked up squad. I think this Portugal squad in every department looks really good. Even in the fullback areas, Cancelo, Guerrero, Diaz, there's an option. You want to start with him with Pepe for his experience. Also Fonte, who's also performed well and won the league with Lille this season. Midfield here is where it gets interesting. So AC, we have come up with this team for Portugal, the probable starting 11. So it comes not down to the question, taking United bias aside, does Fernandes start in this position or not? Or will you go for someone more conservative like Neves?
Okay, so if you ask me, I think I would start both Neves and Bruno. Both of them have done exceptionally well, and I think both of them have to fit in there. Because I think Bernardo Silva has been playing as a winger for City the entire time, so I think he should go as a winger as well.
So Silva at wing here?
Yeah.
Right. So in this case, you feel like you can push Bruno more forward, is it?
Yeah, correct. So as Bruno goes forward, I think Neves can cover the midfield with Danilo, which would give a bit more defensive approach to it when Bruno can just have a free role to play around, helping the striker.
So how about Jota then? Do you drop drop Jota
Yeah,
or
I
play on the
would
left?
personally I would drop Jota because I think Ronaldo can play as the wing so that we can have Andre Silva as a striker.
So you feel Andre Silva should start in this squad?
Yeah, he should because he's had an exceptional season. So I think going by the form that players have had, um, so just judging players based on the form they have had, which is why I'm dropping Jota to the bench because I don't think Jota has had a fantastic season to say. He's played well whenever he has played, but he's not had a consistent run of games in the season compared to Bernardo Silva or Ronaldo or Andre Silva. I know that how much Andre Silva has scored this season has not come up in the talks because Lewandowski has done superbly well, right? But it can't take away from the fact that Andre Silva has done really well. And for that reason, I think he should still play as a striker because playing as a striker, I think what's important for a striker is that you have to be in form. And if you have a striker who's in form, you should take advantage of it. And Ronaldo is not a stranger to playing on the wing, right? Even last Euro, even though he was the main striker, you always see him drifting out to the side because he used to be a winger anyways, right? And he's adapted to become a striker now. So giving Bruno a free role, I think Silva can play as a striker. Ronaldo can go in to help him out whenever it's needed. And with Bruno having a free role, he can cover Ronaldo whenever Ronaldo goes to the center. With Neves and Danilo backing up the midfield, I think that should do the job.
But here comes the problem, right? Okay, let's say you want to play Ronaldo on the left, then you have to sacrifice someone like talented as João Felix, who's also had a good season with Atletico Madrid, winning the league, the La Liga. So you feel like there's no place for Felix to start.
I wouldn't start João Felix because I think how Felix will be important for Portugal is again, he's fast, he's got a lot of pace in him. And I think once players like Bernardo Silva or Ronaldo make their wing backs and centre backs tired, you introduce Felix into the game late on, and I think he's going to come in with a lot of pace and he'll be useful then. But starting him, he might not be as impactful as how much he could be if he comes on as a substitute. That's what I feel personally. Because João Felix is still young, he's still got a lot more to learn. And yeah, so I think might as well start with players with more experience, let the game go on, and then that's when people can, like Felix can come in and change the game with their pace.
Yeah, I feel like looking at all the young talents, right? I mean, like I feel Mbappe and Helen, of course, they are leading the race now as the upcoming one. But few years back, I think 2-3 years back, João Felix won the Golden Boy Award, something like that. But
Yep.
his like career quite stale a bit. I think this is the tournament. I mean, for Portugal point of view, I'm sure the fans there will really want João Felix to really step up. I mean, based on talent wise, right? João Felix, I think, has much more potential. I think this is his tournament to shine. But
Yeah, absolutely. They
overall,
even said that Felix was going to be Ronaldo's replacement in the future, anyways, right? They said that's the prodigy, anyways. That's how talented he is for sure. Yeah.
yep. So great squad there. I think that first 11, hardly any other teams can beat that first 11. So good luck to Portugal for that. So so the first game, Portugal be playing Hungary, who was also in their last previous game, and it was an exciting game. The game ended 3-3, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And so, but the first game for Germany will be against France. So Anand, the first game against France, then the second game, you guys will be playing Portugal. So this first game is much more important for Germany rather than for France because it's a must not lose match. So we will start with Germany. So Anand, how do you feel this team is comparing to the previous Euro squad and also the World Cup? Are you feeling confident about this team or not?
Definitely for this Euro, it's more confident than what we had in the previous tournament. Why only one factor, one name says it all, Thomas Muller. I think Joachim Löw, right, has learned his mistake from the previous tournament. Is taking out Muller, bringing views and all that, didn't work at all. So for that for sure, I can tell that Germany would go strong in this tournament. Coming to the fact again, group of death, first game against France, second game against Portugal, grabbing that first 3 or 4 points, at the beginning of the group stage is crucial. But again, it's something that Germany has failed to do so in the previous World Cup, World Cup as well. So it's not nothing. It's nothing new of a failure if we get it wrong this time as well. So meaning to say, there's no much of pressure here. So we have seen that through. And apart from all that, right, one thing I'm believing in strong is our midfield. Yep, I understand there is a lot of slow and holes within our center backs and back our defense. But our midfield, I can see easily it's one of the strongest coming to this Euro. We have names like Toni Kroos, Kimmich, Goretzka, and Gundogan. All these names are seasoned, well performers for this season as well. So that brings a lot of confidence into the tournament. Yeah, that pretty much sums up my confidence in Germany. Germany, I think we can go through this group of death, and once we go through that, right, I think by default Germany is a tournament squad. They gain confidence as they develop further into the tournament. So it's just it will just go along. They will just roll on with it.
Yeah, Germany will definitely desperately need to come out from this group because of what happened in the World Cup. You guys went out in the group consisting of Mexico, Korea, and Sweden, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I think so. The pressure is, of course, on Germany, but I wouldn't say Germany is having that pressure like last time, where fans just expect them to go to semis minimum.
Yep.
I don't think Germany is facing that now. So, but looking at the squad, besides Muller that you mentioned, Hummels is also called back, right? So I'm sure Hummels will start.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is a problem I feel like Hummels, Sule, and Rudiger.
Yep.
There are three slow center backs, but Rudiger, of course, he had a fantastic season with Chelsea.
Yep.
Yeah, I think like he'll be the starting outlet for Germany to bring the ball forward.
Yep, definitely.
Yep. But this comes to an issue in the midfield, right? Will you sacrifice Kimmich on the right or play Kimmich in the middle and drop one of Goretzka, Gundogan, or Kroos?
That's definitely a question. I would say just because of the lack of pace in the defense, right? Kimmich has to play in the center. Kimmich has to play in the middle, and instead of Kimmich on the left full back, right? I think it will be another name. I think that's another Lucas Klosterman. He can be another option as well, just to make sure we don't lose the ball in the defense because of pace, and we can cover the grounds good enough. So Kimmich in the midfield, and another name beside along Kimmich, I would prefer Gundogan. Just because of the stability he brings into the midfield. And on the other names, I think that would be most probably the squad that we are seeing moving forward, and with Muller on the name at the top, definitely that's not going to change.
So you're playing Gundogan here beside Kimmich?
Yep, Gundogan.
Wow, tough call. So Kroos on the bench?
Yes, Kroos on the bench as well. I don't think so for this tournament, right? Kroos will be an X factor in the tournament, bringing those necessary necessary switches when we need to, when we are facing bottleneck the tournament. To start off, I don't think so it's necessary enough at the moment to bring in Kroos. And also, again, like you mentioned, right, the lack of pace also plays a big factor, and also we are not having a good solid fullbacks, right, in this formation. This is one of the area that Germany can lacking in this tournament. Yep.
Yeah, and I also feel since the playing three centre backs who are already slow, then Kroos is also slow for this tournament. But then, right, will you really not start Goretzka for his physicality, box to box?
The Goretzka against Gundogan was the call I need to make, actually, just because how he performed this season. However, I think Gundogan brings in the experience as well as he faced similar tournament. Goretzka, I would say he would definitely be a natural replacement for Kimmich, but again, I'm going on based on more on experience here, going on based on more tournament experience, especially international tournament experience here. So Goretzka will be a natural backfield for Kimmich. However, on the starting line, I would go in this way manner. Yeah.
So how about up top?
That is a no-brainer, man. That's Muller, Thomas Muller. it's gonna be false nine for
What
Germany.
happened to Werner?
Werner
I want
lah.
to say Werner is the Champions League winning striker in this whole tournament.
Ui.
Why
That is-
can't
Best
Werner
of the lot.
start?
Yeah. Don't worry, Kevin. If we fail, false nine, we still have Werner and Kevin Wallen on your name as well as the natural number 9 position. So
Actually,
we got
Wallen
that
is
covered
fine.
as well.
It's quite good.
Yeah, we got that covered as well. So you don't have to pick on Werner in this. So if it's Chelsea, I would not have laughed at you, but this is Germany, man.
Ui.
Yeah, one last thing about Germany, I think we failed to mention about the Munich wall, Manuel Neuer.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
he makes a lot of difference in Germany's games as well as for Bayern.
Yep.
So like his presence and his leadership from the back, is, like quite
Yep.
a high contributing factor also for Germany.
With
Overrated.
Muller at the top, I think that's also another leadership that lacked in the previous tournament. Muller naturally acts as a leader also in the field,
How
organizing
about
his team.
Havertz?
Havertz
Oh
again.
yeah, Havertz.
Havertz again similar to Goretzka as well. They have a lot of talents coming into the tournament, but however lack of experience in this case. Group of death is one big hurdle that Germany has to go through, and moving along that, I think we can play Havertz, Goretzka, these names as they come in, because initially we have to face all these big giants, the defending champions of World Cup and defending champions of Euro. You see, so yeah, that is a tough call to make, at least.
Oh, so Germany is like now the underdog, right?
Yeah,
This group.
exactly.
Something is very different. So talking about players coming back into the national team, like how Muller was called up. France is also called up. Karim Benzema is finally back. One of the best strikers in the world.
My God, he's scaring me, man. I tell
apart
you.
from Lewandowski.
Overrated.
I guess that was one of the best decision they made from this champ. So yes, bringing in Benzema is definitely it's going to give a good impact. And you can see the way he's been playing for Real Madrid, scoring continuously. So yeah, they do need a player like him. With his
Yeah, this season he has
especially.
been totally carrying Real Madrid on his own. But now I feel for France, right? I think he doesn't really have to do that much as what he does for Real Madrid. I think the support he has around him is much better. He can really focus on just being the number 9 for this team. And his combo with Mbappe is going to be something we're all looking forward to. I hope to see a 2-man striker partnership among
Not
these
sure
big
whether
teams.
will be between Benzema and Griezmann as a 2 striker, and of course Mbappe will start definitely, but he'll be on the left.
So looking at the France team, right? So I think most of the positions already been, like default.
I mean,
Okay,
yes, I think France has a more complete squad, and yeah, they won World Cup 2018. So it's gonna be nearly the similar squad going in, but we do have addition of Benzema. That gives a lot of advantage. And we can't forget that actually they are the runner-up for 2016 Euro as well.
Yeah.
They're supposed to win it, but sadly, yeah, they bottled it up. I think
Thanks
due
to Eder, man.
Yes. So yeah, I think this is a squad where we'll go with. Kante definitely is going to be the DM, and probably Kante will be playing alongside with Pogba, where Kante will be at the back. But okay, Tolisso or Rabiot? I'll go with Tolisso, definitely.
This is the thing, right? I mean, like looking at teams that perform after being champions for a tournament. Okay, usually they will just stick to the same 11 to 14 players, but it always backfires because of lack of the team is not refreshed, lack of young players coming in. I mean, we always see that, right? The teams that defending champions out in the group stage. Do you think the same thing can happen to France, or do you feel the squad is too good for that to happen?
The squad is definitely good, but with the experience, I guess with most of the whole squad, I would say very very, very complete, and they already won a World Cup and they should definitely defend it. And this happened for Spain previously, where they won Euro and they came back, they won World Cup. So it's a back-to-back win, and hopefully France can do that. And they have a good squad, and they shouldn't lose it. But the group, yes, it's definitely quite tough. We're going to face Portugal, who looks like more complete squad again, and German, the underdogs, like how we said. But we never know.
So as a
So-
France fan, right, I like you are more worried about the facing Portugal or Germany?
Good question.
For me, I think Portugal, and this is like a revenge where they lost the Euro to them previously. And yes, this definitely have an impact. But the first game is against Germany, and this is like what you said earlier, is an important game for Germany if they lose. And it's like
This is a classic, man. The first game.
yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, he's still in the squad definitely. Then we do have Benzema right on top. He's
Yeah,
like a
basically
key player.
it's the same team. Just they replaced Giroud with Benzema, right?
Yeah, but
And the team
Giroud
with
is,
Giroud can win World Cup.
yeah, Giroud is definitely very impactful when he comes as subs. So
Yeah.
when you know something is going wrong or you need to complete a game, I think they will send in Giroud definitely. I think Griezmann probably drop, then Giroud will be up there playing alongside with Benzema, and probably Mbappe is going to the left. But yes, this is definitely one best squad and favorites for Euro 2020. So hopefully
Yeah,
they can.
I'm just sad that Marshall is not included in this France squad, lah. Very sad for him.
Actually, yeah, but
Come on, Ivan.
they do have
Marshall.
Coman already. I
There's
don't think
Coman,
they'll need
there's
Marshall.
Dembele. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah,
They have
Coman and
options.
Dembele. I know Dembele is like off and on, but Coman has been performing. So like he was good, and I think just for the whole squad to put him in is quite difficult. So it depends on what formation they are playing. Yeah. Anyhow, they do have like additional Thomas Lemar. Let's see where he suits in. He can't replace Pogba, definitely. Quite tough. Oh,
So-
yeah.
So where do you
And
expect
you
France
have
to
Kante.
finish, Kevin?
I think they'll be the winner. No worries.
Mm.
They'll finish. They'll finish first. Lah.
Whoosh. Whoosh.
Winner.
Okay, guys. Can you guys see this?
Yep.
So let's look through the groups. I mean, the other groups besides this, right? It's very
Straightforward.
it picks itself. I think Italy will finish first here, Belgium, Netherlands, England,
Hmm.
Spain. So this group. So how we feel this group is going to finish, guys? Let's do a prediction now.
I mean, like how you show it, that will be, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, I have a feeling it will finish the same way. Yeah.
So France top clearly. AC, you agree with this? Not Portugal top.
No, I don't think. I might even say that Portugal might finish third in the group, but I don't think they'll top the group.
But yeah, German to get third, and probably they will qualify as number 3. The best of remaining 4.
But yeah, I do feel that whoever finishes third in this group will still go through anyways.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
that's the
what
thing
happened to
about
Portugal.
this tournament structure now, right? Like compared to last time,
Yeah.
the third place still goes through, so it makes it like less competitive. I feel like what we said just now, that opening game is so important, but is it really? Because 3 teams can go through.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Anand, you want to fight for this, or do you agree with these standings?
No, I think I have a different opinion. I think it'll be Portugal, Germany, and France on the third.
Sorry,
What a joke.
Portugal third.
France third.
Wow.
Oh way, man! No way! What the hell?
Oh, controversial.
This is just
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah. That's
He's being
that's how
modest,
it's gonna
lah.
be.
He's being modest.
Yeah.
He's trying to make them as the underdogs.
Sorry,
that's how
Anand,
it's
you're
gonna be.
outnumbered here.
But who knows? Probably Hungary is going to be third, lah. And German dropping down to 4th.
But yeah, that's the thing, right? You can never write Hungary off, because knowing that a group of that, they probably will come in with some sort of tactics to defend as much as they can and go on a counter attack or something, right? You can never write them off as well. They might not top the group, but I'm pretty sure that they'll upset some of the teams. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely not German, I would say.